What was that noise? Stop it, please. Ugh, I'm coming. Who on earth would do this so early? So early in the morning, in fact, that it wasn't even light out. I quietly padded over to the door. Mai shifted in her bed.
What?
Oh, what? Joshua Lena? What the heck is this? What am I looking at? I mean, you know, if you're a dude and you want to dress up like a girl, fine. But Josh. Oh my god. I think, is Josh the girl character in all the continue stuff? I can't remember. I feel like he is. Just because, I don't know. It's about time. Who? Oh, honey. She pushed past me and swept into the room, flipping on the light switch. Paul and Nick followed after him. Hana, I just feel terrible for ruining your uniform. Sincerely. We owe you an apology and a clean uniform. I'm not so good at that kind of thing, so I brought a friend to help me. Josh pulled open my drawer and tossed out clothes left and right. Oh my god, stop. That's my underwear. What is wrong with you? I ran to him and grabbed his arm, trying to pull him away. These panties are so cute. They're perfect for you. Get away from there. Where's your uniform? I ducked below Josh and pulled open a drawer, pulling out the sticky fabric. Here, take it. I threw it at Josh's face, but he caught it with ease. This is no problem. I promise I'll have this cleaned in no time. Girls? Oh. Follow me. Paul, Nick, and Josh swept from my room, but they didn't head towards the hall exit. Instead, they turned left, heading deeper into the dormitory. I didn't have a good feeling about this. I stepped into my slippers and ran to the hallway, just in time to see the door to the girls' bathroom close. Oh no. Ah! What are you doing in here? I sprinted to the bathroom door, but before I could get there, Paul and Nick slammed into the wall across from the door. Men like you are the worst.
Whoa!
No, this is all a misunderstanding, please. I'm sure it was. No, Mimi, it really was. Wait a second, where's the other, person who was with them? She's doing something with a uniform in the sink. Mimi tossed her head with a sniff and headed back into the bathroom. How are you? What? She actually thinks Josh is a girl? She wouldn't be the first. Josh himself believes he's a girl. That wig is magical. Well, stay out of the girls' bathroom. It's not exactly going to help your platform if word gets around that you're a pervert. A shadow fell over Paul's face. I sighed. Don't worry, I'll talk to Mimi. Go. Go back to the boys' dorm.
All right.
Thank you so much, Hana. Yeah. I watched them scamper away, then head into the bathroom. Hey, Joshua Lena? You and I should probably get going. I rounded the corner and found him doing Mimi's hair. In a second, Hana. I've just gotta finish this. Hana, have you met Joshua Lena? She's so good with hair, and look, she even got the stain out of this shirt. Mimi held up my uniform.
Really?
Thank goodness, thank you so much. It's no problem, honey. I guess I'll let you finish. Mimi, you won't tell anyone about Paul and Nick coming to the bathroom, will you? Why wouldn't I? Ooh. Well, as class representatives, they were just trying to help Joshua Lena get her bearings, and they were showing her where the bathroom was. I should have been the one to show her, but I was asleep and they didn't want to wake me up. Oh, well, I guess it's fine then. Thank you. I stood staring at them, unsure of what to do next. I wouldn't know either. Do you mind? I need to concentrate to finish this. Oh, I'm sorry. This is so weird. This game is too much. Life at Asagao never got easier, did it? Mai was still asleep when I got back. There was no way I was going to go to bed, so I changed into my uniform, grabbed my bag, and went to class early. Really? My plan was to get started on the project Miss Shizuka gave us. As sincere as PBG was, I wasn't quite sure he'd hold up his end of the bargain. I stepped into the classroom and went to my seat, throwing my bag against my desk. A small snap came across the room. Shane was at his desk, giving me a look. Do you mind? I'm trying to work. Oh, I'm sorry. I looked to the door. It was too late to leave, but I didn't want to be stuck by myself with a guy who clearly hated me. I sat down at my desk and looked at my hands. This is the quietest place. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. This is the quietest place I can find in the mornings.
Really?
Not the library? Shane shook his head. I see. I'll try not to bother you. He shook his head again. You're fine. Do whatever. It'd be awkward if I just sat there like that. So, what are you working on? Shane looked at me, and for a moment I thought he wasn't going to answer. Then he waved me over. I crossed the room to his desk and looked over his shoulder. Several sheets of paper lightly sketched outlines lay in front of him. It looked like they were for... comics? You draw comics? Yeah. What about? He shrugged. Whatever. He said it with a touch of finality, so I skipped to another topic. Do you mind if I ask where you're from? That. Could you not tell by my accent? Oh. 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 I'm from England. This is my second year. Oh, there we are. Oh. So there's two British... Ugh. He continued to draw, etching in the lines of a British flag above what looked to be a government building. Do you miss it? He finished shading a line before responding. I guess. My whole family is there. You're by yourself? Why did you come here? Class will start soon. Don't you have something to work on? Ouch. Taking the hint, I went back to my desk. Oh. But before that... Did I read that? A model? Me? Jirard must be out of his mind. He seems to think I'm pretty or something, but that's just not true. What? And I'm definitely not of a high enough caliber to be a model. I'm not tall and my chest is flat, and thinking about this is just making me miserable. I might as well throw the card away. Did you see his pictures? All he did was show off his chins. Whatever. Suddenly, the door slammed open.
Hey!
Hey! Hey, look. We got here early. Wonderful. Oh, Hana. Shane. Looks like it's just the four of us. We should stir up some trouble. Trouble. Not trumble. What is that? Trouble? Let's plant an egg on Miss Shizuka's chair, eh? I bet she'd think it is hilarious. What was that? Eh? Yeah. Come on. I bet I could find an exploding bird or two to dive bomb us during class.
No.
He doesn't sound English. Whatever. I bet you could probably bake her a cake. Filled with knives. What the...
Really?
The heck is wrong with you? Shane was more than an ocean away from his family and friends. I was only 2 hours away from my dad, yet I missed him so much. I missed him so much. That was awful reading. Was Shane Shame? Oh my god. Was Shane homesick at all? Soon other students filled the room, and Mai joined me at my desk, asking why I abandoned her. What? I filled her in on the situation. She had a good laugh, but as the clock ticked closer to class time, I felt like something was missing. Eventually I realized what it was. PBG wasn't in class yet. God dang it, Peebs. The bell rang, Miss Shizuka came in, and class began, but still he was nowhere to be found. Where was he? The real problem that causes grinding to be necessary in RPGs, if you ask me, is that the whole system is flawed. What? She's talking about RPGs? Miss Shizuka's on a tangent again. She must have gotten stood up. Class was nearly over and PBG still hadn't shown. I was worried, but no one else seemed to care. That kid is always missing class. Still, what if he was sick? Why didn't anyone care? At the sound of the bell, Miss Shizuka jumped. Oh, well, turn in a 2-page reflection on why the human species as a whole has the emotional range of a teaspoon, due tomorrow. She definitely got stood up. Miss Shizuka? I stood and dashed to her desk. Jesus. Yes, Hana? PBG wasn't in class today, and I can take his notes to him if you need. Oh, Hana, you're a godsend. Miss Shizuka's eyes watered. She leaned over her desk and pulled me into a hug. It's wonderful to see our youth have hope. Hana. She pulled away and stared into my eyes. Don't give up on love. You're young. If PBG is the one you want, you have my blessing. Here, take these papers. What? Okay. Just giving him notes. She shoved the handouts from today's class into my hands and gathered her things. Bless your heart. Poor thing. She must have really liked this one. Does this happen often? Often enough. So you're taking that to PPG? Yeah. But now that I think of it, I don't know his room number. 402. How? It's next to Jirard's room, so of course I'd notice him leaving in the mornings. I've got tryouts, so I won't be able to go with you. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. I told you, I don't think he feels that way. Psh, all of them feel that way. I'm fabulous. Before I could say anything more, she left the room. 400, 401, 402. Here it is. I paused in front of his door, my heart in my throat. I suddenly felt horribly stupid about bringing this to him. It wasn't like he would even look at it. He said himself that he hated school. But what if he was dying in there? John went to the drama club. He wouldn't be back for a few hours. Sucking it up, I knocked on the door. Who is it? It's Hana. I brought some notes from... Hey. The door swung open before I could even finish my sentence. BBG... Or... Oh no. PBG's beamed down at me.
Hana.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Come in. Thanks? I stepped into a messy room. Posters lined the walls and small Harvest Moon plushies were piled up in one of the beds, which I assumed to be PBG's. Obviously Harvest Moon. A TV was on in the center of the room. Tarby twinkled happily from the pause menu. You were playing games? Huh? Oh yeah. PBG closed the door behind me. I didn't feel like going to class today, so I thought I'd stay in and do work. Work? Well, we do have a tournament coming up. I brought you the stuff we went over in class. Oh, thank you. He took the papers out of my hands and set them on a desk next to a small stack of manga. I'm glad you're feeling well. Were you worried that I was sick? Sorry. But that's adorable, so I'm kind of happy about it.
What?
What? Do you want to hang out? We have to work on a project at some point anyways, right? Well, I didn't really have anything else planned. Great! Great! He flopped into a beanbag and slapped a pillow down next to him. Do you want to play? No, I'm not too good at games. I think I'll just watch. Okay then. He unpaused the game. Turby sprinted across the screen, shooting fireballs from his mouth. PBG and I didn't talk much, and instead I commented on the game and laughed at him when he died. Before I knew it, the sun was setting and I had to leave. The sun's the exact same. You're welcome back anytime. Actually, we're having a Stomping Sisters tournament in 2 days. You can come in if you want.
Really?
Super Smash Brothers. Sure.
See ya.
Awesome. It'll be at noon in this room. I'll see you there. I felt the dorm. I felt the dorm. Dyslexic much. I left the dorm and stepped out into the fading sunlight. The air was warm, filled with the smell of freshly cut grass. I couldn't put my finger on it, but something about being around PBG was comforting. Shaking my head, I went back to the dorms.
Hey!
My, how did tryouts? Hana, close your eyes, don't move. They're doing it. She got it with Jirard, I knew it. Before I could flip on the light switch, something warm oh no. What's going on? Stop squirming, you'll ruin it. Ruin what? Just follow my lead, okay? Mai guided me through the room, telling me where to step. Down. She put her hand on my back and folded me in half, inching me into something that felt like it had a roof. Almost done. What exactly is going on?
Yay!
And ta-da! I gasped. Aww. That's so sweet. And they found out the friendship was more important. Oh god. Mai, what is this? What does it look like? It's a pillow fort. I've been looking forward to this for ages. Tryouts already happened. I made the team easy. I left early because I wanted to set this up for you. For me? Well, for us. You've been such a good friend to me, Hana. I'm so glad we got to be roommates. I want to do something for you to make you feel more at home. I've seen how panicked you can be going around the school. I don't know what happened in your life, but Asagao is your fresh start, right? You've got me, and you've got this school, and normal boots too. If you're up for it, this can be your new life. You don't ever have to look back. And now is when we can play. Mai.
Yeah!
Yes, I knew it. I totally knew you were going to cry.
Perfection!
I guess this means I was successful. Ah, Mai, you've done it again. Mai. Oh. I slammed her into a hug. Whoa, be careful. You don't want to break it. This took me forever. Mai, I was bullied at my old school. That's why I came here. And it was only because my dad gave up everything to afford it. I thought you wouldn't like me, and I have a hard time trusting people. But if you wanted to, I think we could be best friends? Oh god, now I'm gonna cry.
Yay!
Yes, let's be friends. Oh, not best friends though. Dang, get shut down. What's the friend zone for the friend zone? I'm so happy. Me too. Together we're unstoppable. Oh, there's a nice little theme back. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's actually really good. I'll say. Let's hook you and Jirard up. Wait, I can't even speak to him without self-destructing. It's fine. There's no way he couldn't fall for you. Oh yeah? And no one's caught your eye yet? Huh? I'd say there's more than a few suitors on your horizon. Aren't you gonna give it a shot? Me? Dating? My eyes shifted across the fort Mai made, the stuffed rabbit sitting on my bed, the window with the view of Asagao's manicured lawn. My life changed so much, so quickly. You know, maybe I could.
Yeah!
Aw, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I prepared some activities for us to do. Look, she pulled out a tablet and opened an app. We're going to marathon you through Avatar. Is that like Avatar: The Last Airbender? Better be Last Airbender. I mean, I don't like Legend of Korra and everything, but Airbender was so much better. I don't know. Too late. You're already knee-deep in Season 3. She pressed play. Yeah. So... Oh. I can't go back to the... Huh, that must have been a glitch then. And why do I have 5 tournament points? Why is it... I don't understand. As evening faded into night, we huddled in the blanket fort, watching episode after episode and messing with each other. Happier than I'd been for a long time, I rested my head on my shoulder. Before I knew it, I'd fallen asleep. As usual, the next day Mai and I got to school early, still poking fun at each other for our moment the night before, but as we approached Poppy Hall, I noticed something felt different. A palpable tension hung in the air. It was almost humid. Man, what is up with everyone?
I don't know.
Is there a test today? Not that I know of. But as we entered the building and turned the corner, it suddenly made sense. Oh, there's a feud going on. Jirard and Paul were arguing amidst a large crowd, spit flying from their mouths, while Nick and Josh walked along the hallway, pasting posters. Pasting posters? Of Paul's face all over. Paul's face over Jirard's modeling shots. I thought I told you to stop and take those posters down. No, what is wrong with you? These walls are everybody's space. We don't have to listen to you. And you should know that this campaign is way more important than your little fashion show.
No.
No. But mine were here first. Lay off them. This is between you and me, Jirard. Leave them out of it. You've been taking up the wall space with your show. The student elections are much more important. It's our government. I love the feud music going on. It's like some crazy butt rock. Oh no, not the wub wubs. Wow. The student government doesn't even do anything.
Whoa!
Whoa. As current president, I can say with full knowledge and proper authority that the student government does a ton for the school. You don't even know, Jirard. You don't even know. Mai, what is the student government actually? Mai. She wasn't with me anymore. She prided herself between Jirard and Paul and was pushing them apart. I ran forward to help her. You guys should stop.
Hana!
I flinched. Sorry, Hana, I didn't mean to yell. We want your opinion on something. You're a regular student, a new student. You're uninvolved. What do you think is more important, our student government or the fashion show? I think both are dumb. They both let out a heavy sigh.
Aww.
That doesn't help us. It was amazing they even cared what I thought. Hana's usually right about these things. You should listen to her. What? What did I even... I guess she would have said that either way. Mai patted me on the back and I jumped. I forgot she was there. Jirard looked at Mai, raising an eyebrow. Are you sure, Mai? Don't you have your own opinion? Why did he bother to ask? Well, if I'm being honest, I care more about the fashion show. I go to elections because I have to, but I go to the show because I want to. Plus, it raises a lot of money for the school. Thank you. He gestured dramatically at Mai, as if her opinion sealed the deal. That's because we made it a fundraiser. The 5-minute bell. Class was about to start. Jirard nodded to us and walked away. Paul opened his mouth as if to say something more, but evidently thought better of it. He headed after Jirard with Nick and Josh, thanking them for their help. Being a year ahead of us, their classes would be on the next floor. I began to follow them, but I gently pulled her arm. Our classroom was the other way.
Oh, Jirard.
If you need any help with the show, I'm here. Her yell echoed through the emptying hallway. Jirard, without looking back, raised a hand in acknowledgement. Yeah. There she goes again. Wincing, I dragged her into the classroom. After the drama that morning, I wasn't sure what to expect at lunch. I dawdled on my own, making up an excuse about copying notes, hoping whatever tension remained would dissipate while I was gone. When I got to the cafeteria, it seemed my plan succeeded.
Hana!
We saved a spot for you. Get over here. Mai sat at the normal boots club table, looking like she completely belonged. She waved for me to join her. I sat down next to her at the edge of the table. Josh was across from me. We made eye contact as I sat down, so I nodded slightly to him. He nodded back. I felt accepted.
Hey.
This voice acting is so good. Hey, Hana. How was class?
Hey!
Good, thanks. PPG might have already told you, but we're working together on a project. It's going pretty well. I'm doing the Is that Jirard back there? In a shy moment of not wanting to look Nick in the eye, I glanced to the side and saw Jirard in the back of the cafeteria with someone I didn't know. Oh, she's jealous. Everyone turned to look. He's probably doing some trading. Shash waved a hand. So I borrowed a new drawing tab. Blah, blah, blah. This is me every day when I try to do things. I just can't. I'm glad I can edit things. Not for this one, though. That'd be way too much editing. And the music would sound bad. Either way. So I borrowed a new drawing tablet the other day, hoping I could use it to make plans for my machine. Machine? What? Sash changed the subject and everyone started talking about that. I, however, kept my concentration on Jirard, who was holding a small figure. Same with the girl he was talking to. Were those what they were trading? Those are itty bitty kitties. They're really popular right now. I'm surprised you don't recognize them. They're kitty figures of all different shapes and colors. I have a few myself.
Uh-huh.
You know me, I'm hip to the know about these things. Is that really a phrase? They're pretty cute, but kind of a little girl thing. She shrugged. Jirard is a little girl. Jirard is known as the completionist around here, and every time a new thing gets popular, he collects them all. I've never seen his collections, but I heard they're really impressive. You have to be a dedicated person to do something like that. The completionist? Was that why he was so thorough when giving me a tour? You already knew this. IBK is the thing right now, and last year too. I think in first year there were a lot of people collecting silly slimy snakes, but that got old fast. Teachers didn't like everything coated in a thin layer of slime. I still have one in our room I can show you sometime. Ooh, love is brewing. Jirard, I almost said Jirard. Pro Jirard the finishist. Jirard tapped Mai on the shoulder and she whirled around, hitting me in the face with her hair. I've been in that situation. Yes? I wanted to thank you for this morning. Oh no, it was nothing, definitely, I mean it. As Jirard and Mai spoke, my eyes went back to Jirard's exchange. The girl pulled a second figure out of her... Yeah, okay. I was like, what? The girl pulled a second figure out of her backpack and held both of them up. Jirard inspected it and shook his head. She pulled another one out, sadly this time, and Jirard's face lit up. He held out his figure and they swapped. Sometimes you gotta make a deal. How bittersweet, letting go of something you love to get something you would potentially love more. What do you think, Hana? My attention was pulled away. I hadn't been listening to the conversation. Huh? Yes or no? Oh. Why don't you just ask what they were talking about? Just be honest. Be like, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What are you asking? I'm gonna say no. Interesting. Mai gave me a skeptical glance and turned away. What the... Why did I... I bowed my head in apology and took one last quick look at the intriguing trade happening. The girl laughed and Jirard was now talking to a boy with a messy appearance who made exaggerated hand motions. It looked like he just got out of bed. Was this another trade?
All right.
So, an official announcement in case you haven't heard. We're having a competition tomorrow. Just a little casual something to get us ready for the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally! We've been planning this one since last year's. My attention snapped back to the conversation happening in front of me. Was this what PBG was talking about yesterday? Hana, Mai, you're invited if you'd like to come. Either way is fine, but let me know so I can plan. How does it work? It's a little thing. Some lighthearted fun to start off the new year. Lighthearted fun, my ass. He wouldn't say ass, he would say arse. John almost broke Satch's nose last year, and Jirard twisted his ankle. I sound like Lukagen's version of Bowser. Oh, yeah, Mario. Satch delicately raised a hand to his nose. Aw.
No.
No. It was an accident. You forgot the part where he almost passed out from the blood loss, Shane. I didn't forget. He looked away. I can never forget. I don't know about this. I'm not very good at video games.
Yeah!
Sure you are. Jirard will come.
All right.
Awesome. I'll plan for you to be there. Don't worry, Hana. It's actually fun. You probably won't get hurt. As much as I was afraid of possibly losing a limb, I really did want to go. I was glad Mai was there to force me into it. Without her, it would be a lonely transfer, probably eating grass by myself at this very moment.
Yeah!
Sounds fun. Thanks for inviting us. Of course, it would be rude to have you sit with us at lunch and then ban you from our tournament. Plus, it'll be nice to have some new competition. I look forward to winning. Dang, cocky. The rest of lunch passed by comparatively uneventfully, or at least, if anything else happened, I didn't notice. I was too busy staring at the food in front of me. Joy and horror mixing in my stomach. There was no way I was going to beat even one of those normal boots boys. Normal boots boys. I would make a fool of myself, but still. I was getting to go. It was a privilege nobody else shared. Paul looked at me with what seemed like concern, and I smiled at him. He grinned and returned to his food. What? What just happened? The least I could do was give it a chance, right? After a long day, class was finally over, and I was ready to go home. Miss Shizuka still wasn't over her breakup, and Mai complained loudly that she needed a new man so the homework would stop being so killer. It was something to do, though. What else would I be doing if not homework? Studying, probably.
Hana!
Before we go back to the dorms, there's something in A32 that I want to show you. Come on. A32? Wasn't that the Normal Boots club room? We're not allowed in there. There's no meeting today, so no one is going to be there either. That's exactly why we need to go now. Mai grabbed my hand and dragged me through the halls. Mai, I don't know about this. What if someone sees us? If you act natural, no one would care. There's too many people around. Nobody will be interested in what we're doing. Mai was full of confidence that I wish I shared. I really don't think I'm comfortable with this. Mai stopped at the clubroom door, gently tugging on it.
Yeah!
Sweet, they left it open. It's a trap. She pulled me into the clubroom and shut the door behind us. It's in here. Here was a storage closet at the very back of the room, a plain white cabinet. She stopped short of the door, looking expectantly at me. I tugged the knob, expecting it to be locked like all the storage closets were. The knob didn't move, confirming my suspicions. Relief swept through me. Well, darn. Looks like it's locked. Guess whatever you have to show me, we'll have to wait till another day. Or maybe never? Oh, I know it's locked. That's why I have these. She pulled out a shiny chain of keys from her pocket, eyes sparkling.
What?
Shizuka's keys? Who gave you those? No one. I'm borrowing them for a little bit. No harm done. She fiddled with the door handle, going through key after key. My, I'm seriously uncomfortable with this. Someone is bound to find out. They always do. Finally, there was a small click and the lock relented. Don't worry, Hana. I'll protect you. Mai opened the closet and a light shone down directly onto its contents.
Yay!
There they are. To my utter bewilderment, there sat a luminescent golden boots resting on a velvet pillow, encased in a glass box. What are these? I stepped closer to the case, and was about to put my hand on the glass, but stopped inches before, wrought with guilt. We shouldn't be here. These, Hana, are the boots. The boots. It's the symbol of the Normal Boots Club. This is our club room after all. I'm telling you, these guys don't mess around. Is it made of gold? Real gold? It must have cost a fortune. I'd say they're solid gold, only worth 100,000 yen or so, but to really make sure. Mai's fingers wiggled in front of her face. Before I could stop her, she opened the glass case and lifted the boots from the velvet pillow they rested on. Mai, please be careful. I grabbed the boots from underneath just in case she dropped them. Good thing too, because they were heavy. And the gold. The gold was cool and hard to touch, but these boots were definitely not wearable and anything but normal. Mai bounced them up and down, weighing them with her hands. Her arms flexed as she did so. I suddenly realized why her pats on the backs hurt so much. Volleyball made her strong. Yeah, that would make sense.
Bingo.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, that's why I'm so buff. Yeah, that's why I feel buff. Yeah, definitely solid gold. Mimi lied to me. She said they were gold plated. I didn't believe her, so I had to check. So you dragged me along instead of her? This display of wealth made my stomach turn. Where they saw a symbol, I saw months of food for my father and I. Whoops. 100,000 yen just lying in a closet protected by a single poorly guarded key. It might not be a big deal to the students with rich parents, the majority of the academy, but it was more than disturbing to me.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I wanted you to experience this with me. Silhouetted by the warm glow of the spotlights, Mai smiled at me. That smile almost made me feel okay being here without permission. Almost. Plus, when we get caught, we'll be okay. There's no way they can punish you. They really like you.
What?
Well, there is one guy. The storeroom lights flickered on. We both turned abruptly, still holding the boots. Oh no. And it's him. Oh god. Shane stood in the doorway. Maybe not that one. You, what are you doing here? That case is supposed to be locked.
Well...
It was locked. Mai,
Shane.
we're really sorry, Shane. We're really sorry, Shane. We heard the boots were kept in here and we were curious, that's all. No harm done, right? Right? Here, Mai, let's give the boots back to him. Yeah, I was just showing her. We aren't suspicious. You guys hid it away. How was anyone ever supposed to see it? She handed the boots to Shane, who placed them carefully back into the case, adjusting the pillow to the center.
No.
No. We hide it from people who aren't in the club, like you. The case clicked shut. Shane, I'm sorry. Do not come back here. Get out of my sight. But I am containing my anger now. But your continued presence is making that ever more difficult. I gulped. Mai and I dashed out of the door. Oh, damn. Shane slammed the door behind us. Do you think he's gonna tell the rest of them? I really hope not. Might have ruined my reputation with them.
Sorry.
I think you mean I might have ruined your reputation with them. Okay. She threw her head back and laughed, not quite grasping the consequences of her actions. You'll be fine. I'll even be fine. They're students, just like us. It's not like we stole it. But Shane, he was really angry. That's just an act. Don't worry about it. Hana, I said I would protect you, right? Her words seemed genuine enough, but I had a hard time believing her. It was almost as if she planned for us to get caught. Okay. Good. Now let's head back to the dorms. The competition's tomorrow, and I do not plan on losing due to lack of sleep. The tournament, I completely forgot. Would they even let us participate, considering what we just did? Huh. Mai hummed happily as she skipped down the hall, somehow impervious to my anxieties. Heart heavy, I followed her. Only time would tell.